So you can say you're doing a Me Too business because you have realized there's a significant market. Like for example, if I'm selling shoes, and my capacity is to do 20 pairs per day, yet the demand is 200 pairs per day. If someone does a Me Too business on shoes, they'll get market. Okay, but before I jump in with to copy the person who is existing, I need to be aware of the market. Is it sizable? Is it growing? Is it the same? Otherwise, then what then happens with a lot of these Me Too approaches to business is that you split a fixed market. So this guy is doing well because he was serving. There's this 200 customers in that that you're reaching. Now, I get into that space because you're seeing this guy is doing pretty well. He says 200 shoes per day. So you get in, yet it's fixed. That market can only take in 200 shoes per day. So instead of getting 200, you each get 100 shoes, and so then you don't get as much income as you thought you would. And someone else joins in, and someone else joins in, and so then you become very, 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 very crowded. And it happened a lot, when mobile money, came to the fore, and you find that everyone was becoming an agent of mobile money. It was lucrative, but then as time went by, people started seeing, I want to be in a particular bus stop, and everyone wants to be there, but you're serving a very defined market, which then you find now the income started reducing, and a lot of other businesses that clothes, you name it.
Yes.
That's where that is the pitfall of the Me Too. So if you do not know about the market that you're serving, and you just jump in because what you're seeing your neighbor doing, and it might be the neighbor's, hobby, and you're jumping in thinking it's a serious business. Yeah. So you need to do your homework,
yes,
so to speak. Now, when it comes to the funding side, you see now you still have to demonstrate growth. That's very key. So if I jump in and I say I'm doing shoes because this guy is pretty good in shoes, and yes, I go for funding, I have to demonstrate that the growth of that business, the growth potentials of that business. Maybe I can come up with a new model to say that I am doing shoes, guys are really doing shoes, but guess what? I need funding to be able to go online. Okay, because I can tap then a bigger market than the guys that we are trying to trap here. So if I go online, this is how I'm going to grow. These are the growth potentials. So either way, I have got to do my homework and demonstrate that indeed it is not a unique idea per se. You're selling shoes, but how you're going to sell it is going to give you a bigger, market perspective. So that's why when we talk about when you want to demonstrate, growth, it's just not the market. There's also a unique bit. The idea might not be unique, but how you do it might be unique. When guys started going online,
yes,
so that's where the uniqueness started coming up. So you find there's this one, the first guy that then said, you can order for food online. You make the order, everything, I price it for you, it will come, pack it, everything. So the uniqueness of it is not that you have food. It is your delivery, where you're saying now this will come within X period of time. Now here where people are now moving into, just instead of, because before you could call for a pizza, it gets delivered, but here now someone comes up and say the uniqueness of my idea is that you can actually track where that is in the kitchen, it is being packaged, it is being delivered. So then it brings in some level of uniqueness to a common idea. So you have to check your market. That's it's a basic minimum. Is it growing? Is it shrinking? Is it stagnant? If it's growing, excellent. If it's stagnant, if it's shrinking,
yes,
it's a no-go zone. Number two, what differentiates you from the next guy? So assuming you and your neighbor meet the same investor, what will you tell the investor that will differentiate you from the neighbor? Because if you both sound the same, even as the investor, I'll think, okay, maybe not now, okay? But if you come and say, this is very different, and this is how you can leapfrog your competitors, this is how you're going to grow the business, this is how you're going to grow the market, then you become an interesting case to work with.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Let's move to